development and doing a bunch of fun activities that explores almost all of our senses. We are going to start with our songs. But before we do that, we have to say hello to everyone. Are we ready? I hope you guys can do it at home with me. The hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. The hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. The hello train is coming, the hello train is coming, the hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, say hello to my friends, say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Good job. This next one is roly-poly, but I need all of my friends' help at home to do the actions with me. Can we roll our arms together like this? Good job, my friends. I think we're ready to go. Roly-poly, roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, down, 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 down. Roly-poly, roly-poly, out, 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 out. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, in, 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 in. Can we roll our arms even faster, my friends? Ready? Roly-poly, roly-poly, fast, 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 fast. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, slow, 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 slow. All right, my friends, now sing it nice and loud. Are we ready? Roly-poly, roly-poly, loud, 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 loud. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, soft, 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 soft. Good job, my friends. And now we're going to use our hands and we're going to open them and shut them. Ready? Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give them a little clap, clap, clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Put them on your lap, lap, lap. And we're going to sing loud and soft. Can my friends do that with me at home? Ready? Loud and soft. Loud and soft. Loud and soft. Loud, 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 loud. Soft, soft, soft. Loud and soft. Loud and soft. Loud, 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 loud. Soft, soft, soft. All right, now my friends, we're going to be big and small. Can we do this at home with me? Ready? Big, reach, 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 and small, get really, 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 really tiny. Big and small, big and small, big, 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 small, 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 big and small, big and small, big, 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 small, small, small. Good job, my friends. And now let's grab our itsy bitsy spider. Are we ready for our spider to crawl on up? Ready? Let's start low. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, down the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Yay! Good job, my friends. And now, my friends, if you're watching this with an adult caregiver with you, you can sit on their lap or you can sit on the floor and do the actions like Mr. Penguin here. Ready? We're bumping up and down in our little red wagons, bumping up and down in our little red wagons, bumping up and down in our little red wagons. Won't you be my darling? Well, one wheel's off and the axle's broken. One wheel's off and the axle's broken. One wheel's off and the axle's broken. Won't you be my darling? And we're gonna fix it with our hammers. We're gonna fix it with our hammers. We're gonna fix it with our hammers. Won't you be my darling? And we're gonna fix it with our saws. We're gonna fix it with our saws. We're gonna fix it with our saws. Won't you be my darling? What else do we have to do with this wagon, my friends? That's right, we're gonna have to paint it. Oh, we're gonna paint it with our what? That's right, with our paintbrush. We're gonna fix it with our paintbrush. We're gonna fix it with our paintbrush. Won't you be my darling? We're bumping up and down in our little red wagons, bumping up and down in our little red wagons, bumping up and down in our little red wagons. Won't you be my darling? Good job, my friends. So now that we've sung our songs and we've gotten our audio sensory part ready to go, we're going to be doing some fun activities. So hopefully you guys join me from your house or watch the video and get some really great ideas for later. Alright, my friends, now that we sung some songs, we're actually going to continue on our auditory sensory journey. So in my basket, I have a bunch of different things that can make noise. You can add whatever you have at home: kitchen pots, wooden spoons, plastic spoons, metal spoons. If you have an empty water bottle, you can fill it with a little bit of water. I have our Mr. Penguin from our circle time. I have a metal bowl. Spider accidentally slipped in there. I have a stick. I have this jar of beads from the dollar store. I have a measuring cup. I don't know if you guys can see it, a measuring cup. I have a marker. I have a spoon. I have a plastic container full of bells. And I have just a regular empty plastic container. So my friends, I hope you can explore with me some of the sounds. Let's start with Mr. Penguin. He's very soft to touch, but if you notice, he doesn't make a lot of sounds. And that's okay. It's pretty cool. And now, I'm gonna grab this plastic empty container, and shall we bang on the plastic container? Let's do it with our finger first. Oh, can you guys hear that? Now let's do it with this wooden stick. sounds different than when I did it with just my hand, didn't it? Now let's try it with this marker. Oh my. Now, if your little one is sensitive to noise, this probably wouldn't be the best activity to do, but don't worry because we have a bunch of sensory activities that don't involve sound. But for the ones that enjoy sound, and I'm sure your young toddler loves banging on things. So this activity would be a great way to introduce them to doing that on certain items that you want them to. Now let's try this. I wonder what sound, my friends, you think it'll make if I shake it. What do you guys think at home? You know what? You might be right. Let's try. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think you guys were right, my friends. Whoa, what if we use this wooden stick to tap lightly on the side with the bells in it? Ready? Whoa, that's pretty cool. What's that? You guys want to try it with a spoon too? Let's see. Whoa. Let's try now this with all the beads in it. It kind of sounds loud, doesn't it, my friends? Ready? Oh my goodness. Now, I'm gonna try, what should we try next? The metal bowl or the glass measuring cup? All right, let's do the metal bowl first and then the glass measuring cup. So, I'm gonna start like this. But what happens if we flip it upside down? Ready? Whoa, that made a totally different noise. What if we used our spoon? Ooh, I don't know if you guys can hear it at home, but when I did it with the stick versus the spoon actually gave it a higher pitch, only just by a little bit. I'm gonna try using the spoon this way. Ready? Oh my goodness, but look at how wobbly it gets. Now what about the marker? Not as much noise, right, my friends? I'm gonna flip it upside down. Yeah, see, the marker doesn't give you as much noise as the wooden stick or the spoon on the metal bowl. But what about the glass measuring cup? Ready? Okay, not as much as well, but what about the bottom? So, ready? Ooh, you know what that sound reminds me of, my friends? It reminds me of when someone is trying to break ice. Is that just me? Probably just me. Now we're gonna try to do it with the spoon. What sound do you guys think it'll make? Oh, those are some really great answers, my friends. Let's see what it actually sounds like. Oops, my bad, sorry. Oh, that's right, it sounds loud. Sounds very loud. Now, my friends, I want you to say your answer out loud for me. Do you guys think the wooden stick will be louder, or do you think the spoon will be louder? What do you guys think? Yo, those are some really great guesses. guesses, my friends. Let's see. And flip it upside down. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys can tell at home, but the spoon is definitely louder. You know what, my friends, would be really cool too? If you fill this up a little bit with water, or I'm gonna fill this up with a little bit of beads and see if it changes the sound. You won't be able to flip it upside down, but you can tell. Ready? Let's see if it changed anything. Oh, let's try it with a stick. Did you guys hear that? It sounds different. And then if we pour it out, let's listen to it empty one more time. Ready? It definitely sounds different. My friends, if you guys are gonna try this at home, you can fill it up with beads. If you want, you can put some toys in it. You can fill it up with water, whatever you want, and you can experiment and see if the sound changes. All right, so now that we've finished with our audio senses, we are gonna go for our visual and touch. So for this one, you're gonna need a shallow plastic container or something to hold these items. So I have a bunch of feathers and colorful pom-poms, but you can fill this up with whatever soft objects you have at home. Maybe you've got old baby clothes that you were about to donate. So before you donate them, you can put them in here. Once you're done, you can wash them, donate them. So you don't need too much. You just need to fill up a little bit of it. Or if you have the just regular cotton balls at home, you can do that. So anything that's really soft, because right now this bin is super, super soft. And I have these numbers with all these different shapes in them. But you can add, if you have magnetic letters or these styrofoam letters or numbers, if you have little small toys or animals, anything that's small that they can try to hunt for. So we have all the numbers 1 through 12. And I'm gonna kind of just scatter them all over, shake it up, and now it's buried under the bottom. So now, my friends, we are going to try to find all 12 numbers. Can you guys help me? Ready? Look at that, my friends. We found all 12 numbers. But let's double check. Can you guys count with me at home? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job, my friends. And my friends, when you guys are doing it, how does it feel? For me, it feels very soft. because of all the feathers and all of the soft pom-poms that I put in there as well. What colors do you see in this bucket right now? There's a lot of colors. I see. What color is this one? That's right, it's pink and purple. It goes with this one, doesn't it? It goes with number 6. I see yellow. And what color is this one, my friend? Green, that's right, and black. So good job, my friends. There's a lot of colors and it feels very soft. The blocks feel hard compared to the feathers and the pom-poms. If your little one is hesitant about touching all of these feathers, pom-poms, whatever you put in there, that's perfectly okay. Don't try to force them too much. What you can do instead is get tongs, like if you have toy tongs or regular kitchen tongs, depending on how big or small or thin your object is, and they can try to use the tongs to fish out all the things, all the treasures that you've buried in here. So keeping in the same mind of if your little one is uncomfortable to touch things, we will be creating color bags. So what we're gonna need are 3 Ziploc bags and our 3 primary colors, which are, what colors are these, my friends? That's right, blue, yellow, and our last color, which is, that's right, red. And we are gonna we're gonna put a little bit of the paint into each bag. And I'm gonna try to do it on one side, and you'll see why in a minute. But let's fill up a little bit. I have red in here. I put down this piece of paper just in case the paint got away from me. If you want, you can put newspaper down. That's what I usually do. I put newspaper down around the floor area as well, so that if it does get everywhere, at least the most or all of it gets on the newspaper or plastic bags, whatever you put down. So some yellow and a little bit of blue. You can also do this with the homemade edible finger paint as well. So we have all these colors in this bag, but now I'm gonna try and put the blue into the yellow bag on the other side of it. Let's see if this works. So you don't have to use 3 bags. You can use only 1 bag, 2 bags. You know, it really depends. I'm doing 3 just to show you guys the variety. And now, most important part, tape. You're gonna tape and seal the Ziploc bag or whatever you're using. Masking tape is the best, but we have electrical tape here today. So that is what we will be using. Okay, so it becomes super squishy and your little one doesn't have to worry about getting anything on their fingers. I know a lot of our friends at home, they don't like having things on their hands, which is why these bags are really great. You can fill it up with glitter, with shaving cream, a little bit of glue, and it gives them the visual without getting all the mess on their hands. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to mix them together. So my friends, let's see if the color changes. In this bag here, we have blue and yellow. If we mix them together, what color do you think we'll get? Ooh, let's see if you guys are right. So I'm going to mix. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look. Let's get this nice and mixed up. When you guys are taping it, make sure that the air in the bag is out, or else it'll definitely pop at this part. Look, my friends, what color is in the middle? That's right, it's green. Blue and yellow, when you mix them together, makes green. Now, let's try this one. So in this bag, what colors do we have, my friends? We have blue and red. That's right, my friends. But if we mix it up, what color are we gonna get? Let's see. While I'm doing this, try to get your guesses. Ooh, my friends, I see a color. I see a color in the middle. Do you guys see it? Do you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but in person, the middle right here is purple. So red and blue together make purple. And our last bag here, we have, what two colors, my friends? We have yellow and, that's right, red. So let's mix them up together and see what color we get in the middle. Oh, it's already changing colors. I see it. Do you guys see it? Okay. It's, what color is this right here? Can you guys see it? It's orange. That's right. When you mix yellow and red together, you get orange. And oops. And now the best part of this, my friends at home, is you guys can create some images on them. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys can create a whole bunch of letters, shapes, if you press hard enough. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but if you press hard enough, you'll actually be able to see the paper underneath, which is super, super fun, because then you can do the alphabet. I'm gonna try to do the letter K. This one shows up better, the darker one. But yeah, so try this at home. Tell me how it goes. Maybe you guys can invent a new color. Ooh. All right, our last activity for today is for those that like to get a little bit messy. So I've already poured out our paint. Again, you don't have to use this many paint if you don't want to. You can use whatever colors you have at home. I have the same colors from before, red, blue, and yellow. And we are gonna be doing some texture paint. So I also have here some shaving cream that I got at the dollar store. I have some glitter. I have glue. we have our paintbrushes, but we also have pipe cleaner, we have some string, and we have feathers. So I am going to pour a little bit of the glue into each of them. Just tap it out. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm using just regular white school glue. You can find it at the dollar store too. Most of these you can find at the dollar store. If you don't have paintbrushes at home, this is why these are here. This is definitely not finger paint though, so just be aware of that. So I have a little bit of glue in them. I'm going to add some glitter into my red paint. And be careful with glitter, it gets everywhere. So I'm gonna pour some in. I'm gonna shake, 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 being stubborn today. Okay. And then in the blue one, I'm gonna put in a little bit of shaving cream. A little bit goes a long way, my friends. So just a little bit. What's nice about the shaving cream and the paint is that when it dries, it's like a nice puffy texture, kind of like clouds. So I'm not gonna put anything in the yellow paint, just the glue. We're gonna mix it up. Mix up each one. Whoops. And again, I have the same sheet from before underneath it because it is going to get messy. Now, look how fluffy and blue. And just a little bit of glue in the paint kind of holds everything together, especially if you're using the shaving cream here. But look at how nice the texture came out. And then with the glitter, same thing. If you're using glitter, the glue will kind of just hold it a little bit better. Hold the glitter a little bit. And now this is the fun part. We are going to make a picture. So do whatever you want, my friends. I'm probably going to make some red grass. Red grass. I don't know if you guys can see the glitter in the paint, but it's definitely there. You can see the texture on it. And then I'm gonna make some nice puffy blue clouds. Oh, look. This is gonna make a great 3D picture. Look, I can see it already rising a little bit there. Oops. My friends at home, if you're doing this, show us what you guys made. You can take a picture of it and send it to us through our message or through our email. I would love to see what you guys made. And if you kind of like do this, it makes even more of a texture. And now for the yellow one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint with the feather. So we're gonna dip it in, get some glue on there, and then we are going to paint with it, and then I'm just gonna stick it on there. You can do this with the string too. If you want, I'm gonna try to do it with the puffy paint. This might be easier with the regular paint. It's gonna get messy, but that is okay, because we can wash our hands. Just make sure your little one's not eating anything. So this is great because we have a little bit of glue in the paint. So when it dries, it should stick to the paper. So this is nice. This is nice and messy, which is why you definitely want some newspaper or paper lying around so that when the paint kind of goes everywhere, it's not on your floors or your carpet or your tables, all that not so fun stuff after a arts and crafts activity. But this is what you can do. And the puffy paint, like I said before, depending on how if you stipple it like this instead of going like this, it will create even more textures to it. So when we think about our senses, we usually think of these 5 senses right here. We have sight, hearing, smell, and taste. And throughout this video, we touched upon 3 of those 5 senses. For the smell and the taste, you can always look at our cooking videos. We have the Cooking with Caregiver and Me, where we create simple recipes you can do with your little one, and these are some great ways you can introduce taste and smell into their sensory. But what people don't really think about when we talk about senses is proprioception, or the awareness of our body within a space. So it's talking a lot about movement, about how your brain understands how your body moves around your surroundings. So when we're doing sensory activities, these are really great ways to promote your motor development skills, because it allows them to explore and discover, but it also allows them to create and use their fine motor skills to scoop or fill, or if they're playing with Play-Doh, they can cut it up, they can roll it out. It's also great for play skills because they can do social or independent play. Sensory activities are great if you want to build a cooperative play or parallel play, because then they get to share the items. They get to work together to maybe build something. It's also great for language development because it increases their vocabulary. You can talk about things just like we did throughout the video. It's also a great calming tool. Sensory play, especially things like Play-Doh, water play, the ones that have already been covered, plus anything in the video, are great tools to calm many children who are anxious or worried, and you might find one that works better for your little one. They can also settle and soothe. If your little one needs more sound, calming songs are a really great way. Calming bottles are also a really great way to do that. But also, a lot of the sensory activities that we did today, and ones that you're probably doing at home already, cover more than just one sense. So for example, our texture paint covered touch and sight as well, but depending on what materials you use, if you are using a scented shaving foam, then that covers the sense of smell as well. If you're using homemade edible finger paint, it uses touch, sight, and taste as well. If you put a little bit of cinnamon in the paint, then that's their sense of smell as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please let us know in the comments on our Facebook page below, or through our Facebook message or our email. All of that information, as always, will be in the description box on the YouTube page. So thank you so much. Hopefully you guys subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!